Hey guys, Sensational here. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the MOD007B Hall Effect keyboard by Akko. Before I start, I just want to thank Akko for giving me the opportunity to test and review their keyboard. If you're looking for a Wu-Ting alternative that is 75%, has adjustable actuation, has rapid trigger feature, has dynamic keystrokes, has a custom keyboard feel out of the box, has a volume knob, and has wireless, this might be something you'd be interested in. The AKKO MOD007B HE keyboard is a do-it-all keyboard. It's excellent for competitive gaming and also for work or school. This keyboard is feature-packed. It has wired and wireless feature. It has 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth mode. I only tested the wireless at 2.4 GHz mode with the RGB on, and battery life is about 2.5 days. You can get more with the RGB off. Charging time is about 20 hours from 0 to 100%. On top of that, this keyboard is also hot swappable. If for some reason you want to try out different magnetic switches or any 3-pin switches of your choice, you can actually do that with this keyboard. The AKKO Hall Effect also offers a custom feel out of the box. This keyboard is gasket mounted with plate foam and PE foam. Inside the box, you will find your keyboard, a switch puller, a keycap puller, a USB-C coiled cable made out of rubber, a wireless dongle, and your user manual. There are no extra keycaps, no extra switches, and no carrying case. I find it odd that the on and off Bluetooth mode and the 2.4 GHz mode, the wireless switch is placed under the caps lock. If you take this keyboard to school or work, you are going to need to bring a keycap puller and also the wireless dongle with you. That's why I feel like they should have included a carrying case or pouch. One of the things that I really like about the Akko keyboard is the build quality. This keyboard has a polycarbonate case and it feels super rigid. There's no flexing on my unit and it has a nice weight to it. Although it does have a 3600 mAh battery inside that contributes to the weight, the keyboard feels premium and high quality. As you guys can see, I have the Santorini edition, so it has this Santorini inspired keycaps. I personally don't mind it, but I think this is an acquired taste. I do like the pastel artwork on my spacebar and shift and my enter, but I'm not a big fan of the font that they use here. The keycap though is made out of PBT material, is cherry profile, smooth to touch, and really high quality. Now with a MOD007B, you have an option between the Akko Cream Yellow magnetic switches and the Kale Sakura Pink magnetic switches. My unit comes with the Akko Cream Yellow magnetic switches, and honestly, I really like them. They're not extremely smooth as the Radiant magnetic switches that I tried on the Drunk Deer A75, but it also types and feel really nice. Also, I would like to mention that some of the keys are slightly scratchy, like my backspace key for example. There seems to be some sort of inconsistency with the factory lubing, but it's not that bad and I'm perfectly fine with this as is. Here is a quick sound test. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, when it comes to the performance of this keyboard, it's actually excellent. The rapid trigger implementation is pretty good. The dynamic keystrokes works pretty well.
What the? What?
I'll go away, I'll go away.
They're also currently working to further improve and refine the performance of this keyboard. I think they're coming out with a 0.1mm actuation update and etc. Unfortunately, I did have some issues with this keyboard at first. I wasn't happy about the out-of-the-box experience, and I was having an issue where keys are getting stuck even though I already released the button. So here's an example. The review is delayed because of this. I was just back and forth with Akko Fortunately, Akko actually responds to emails really fast, and they did provide me a firmware fix for this issue. I'm going to put the firmware in the description if any of you guys need it. Another issue is that I can't perform a single super glide on this keyboard in Apex Legends. I spent about 3 hours trying different actuations and not a single super glide. Fortunately, all of this issue has been resolved with the firmware update they sent me. I'm happy to report that the performance is actually flawless now. Everything works perfectly, and I can also perform super glide consistently now. The AKKO MOD007B Hall effect comes with a software and web driver. I personally find the software to be better than the web driver currently. I feel like the web driver is really slow. The overall software is pretty okay. I find it to be pretty overwhelming at first, and I also think it needs a little bit more work. But here's your main page. You guys can see this is your remap, your dynamic keystroke page. I personally don't use the DKS. Here is your custom actuation. This is where you adjust your actuation and stuff like that. I find this thing really cool though. This animation thing right here where you can see your actuation point. As you guys can see, it actuates at 0.2 millimeter and it resets at 3.8 millimeters. Pretty cool in my own personal opinion. And you also have other settings for your wireless mode, like for the battery savings. And here is your FN settings. You also have a macro here, some light, a bunch of RGB options here. If you like, you can customize it to your liking. They also have the share page right here where you can use someone else's settings and your my account. I don't have an account, and the about page is where you can upgrade your firmware and the software version. I personally like to stay on this firmware, although I can upgrade to a newer one, but I really don't trust it. One of the main issues of new Hall effect keyboards is mostly the firmware, to be honest. I think it's pretty common now. Even Wu-Tang did have some issues at first. Even Drunk Deer right now is having issues with their firmware, and my Drunk Deer A75 is still not working 100%. So it's one of those things that needs some work, but Akko is currently working on a better software experience and web driver experience, so I can't wait to see that one. But for now, it'll do and it functions perfectly fine. Overall, the AKKO MOD007B HE is something I can recommend to anyone looking for a 75% Wu-Tang alternative. Currently on sale for $135 right now, and honestly, for all the things that you're getting, I think it's a steal. I wish Akko offers a bare-bone version of this for people who doesn't like the Santorini or the Tokyo keycaps, or have a keycap set of their own and wants to save a little bit more money. You can also get this with an aluminum case, but that'd be $200. I mean, if you really got it like that and you want something really premium, you can get the aluminum version instead. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoy using this keyboard, and I like pretty much everything about it minus the keycaps. It feels nice to game on, it feels really nice to type on, and it sounds great. I highly recommend this product, and that's it for today's video. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.